What is going on, everybody? It is your boy Baddog back with another New York Giants video. I just want to say, hey, thank you so much for watching, guys, girls. I really do appreciate it. If you could do me a favor, hit that thumbs up down below. It helps out the video more than you know. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so. And if you're kind enough to subscribe, ring the bell. All of it's free and easy to do. I do a lot of Giants content, a lot of Giants videos, Giants live streams, Giants hangouts. Also do some Laker live streams. We live for the Lakers and Bulls tonight at 10:15. You want to come by and hang out for that. We're doing a lot more Yankee content come the springtime, and I'll be able to do Yankee games when I get a chance. But obviously, there's a lot of video content on this page, a lot of New York Giants. So hopefully you guys will like and subscribe. And I do appreciate you watching. In today's video, I want to go over the New York Giants' ineptitude on offense in the first half and give you 5 reasons, 5 of the reasons why I think the Giants' offense has failed. And I want your opinion as to what you think the main reason is. Obviously, leave that below. And if you have something besides the 5 reasons that I'm about to give you, you can also leave that below. Always interested in hearing your comments. Culprit number 1, Joe Judge. Joey Bag of No Nuts. There's no doubt. I've been hard on Joe Judge this year, and with just cause. Joe Judge, in my opinion, has not done a good job at all with this team. This team is pretty much in the same predicament it was last season. No improvement whatsoever on the offensive side of the ball. Definitely thought going into this year with another year under Joe Judge's system that the offense would figure it out and be, at least middle of the road, maybe a little bit above average. I figured we could score 25 to 30 points coming into this season with the additions of Kadarius Toney and Kenny Golladay and a healthy Saquon Barkley. I thought for sure 25 to 30 points is not out of the realm. We don't even average 20 points a game, and we can't score in the red zone. No, we can't score touchdowns. I don't know if it's Joe Judge's, the way he rides these guys in practice, but this team doesn't have any kind of fundamentals. They have penalties at the most inopportune times. They don't execute a lot of times. And again, how much of that is Joe Judge? How much of it is Joe Judge's game plan? He does go over all the game plans and everything else. How much is it of him not believing in his quarterback, or maybe not believing in the team, or his just conservative nature and not wanting to make a mistake? Instead of trying to win, he plays not to lose. Is that the main reason that the New York Giants offense continues to be inept and continues to struggle week in and week out? Let me know what you think in the comments section. Culprit number 2. And this, in my opinion, is everybody's favorite, as my man Tim says, Jason Garrett, scapegoat. Jason Garrett. Everybody loves to blame Jason Garrett. Now, I haven't been as hard on Jason Garrett as a lot of people have. No doubt about that. A lot of people love to blame Garrett. I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that he came from the Dallas Cowboys. But, Jason Garrett, let's be honest, he's obviously a massive reason why the New York Giants offense has failed. And again, is this Jason Garrett's game plan? Is it his conservative nature? Is it him not believing in Daniel Jones? What is the deal with Jason Garrett? See, to me, Jason Garrett, he made a couple of boneheaded decisions. Like, he makes these weird play calls. For example, I have big questions. The Giants are running the ball extremely effectively against the Raiders. They went right down, scored a touchdown first drive of the game. They get all the way to midfield again on their second drive. It's 3rd down and 2. They've been running the ball down their throat with Devontae Booker, Elijah Penny, and whoever else. Daniel Jones also going to be a runner. And he lines Kadarius Toney up in the Wildcat on 3rd and 2. Why do you need to get cute there? You run Kadarius Toney out of the Wildcat in a read option play. Listen, I haven't seen a ton of Wildcat, but every time I've seen a Wildcat, number one, Kadarius Toney is not a quarterback. I know he played quarterback in high school, but it's not his job to read the lineman crashing down to the running back or himself. And number 2, how many times have you seen a guy, whether it's a running back or a wide receiver, in the Wildcat actually give the ball off or throw it? It's extremely rare. 99% of the time, the guy lined up in the Wildcats running the ball. So, that call didn't make any sense. The way they execute a bubble screen where it's one wide receiver outside blocking 4 defensive linemen and linebackers, and the Giants get tackled for losses. The way he used Kadarius Toney, on that weird lateral pass where it looked like Toney was going to throw back to Daniel Jones. Why are we making those play calls at those times? You've been running the ball down their throat. You're executing very well. Why do you need to get cute at that point in the game? Sometimes that's warranted. If the Giants couldn't run the ball, I would have understood running a Wildcat or doing something kind of creative. When you're running the ball extremely effectively, why do you have to make those calls? So to me, Jason Garrett has definitely made some interesting play calls at the most inopportune times when they don't need to be made. He tries to get creative when he don't need to be creative. And when they do need to be creative, he is not creative. So I can understand people getting on Jason Garrett's case. Again, I'm not as hard on Jason Garrett as a lot of people, but I understand that. Is he the main culprit? And if he's the reason, again, leave it below in the comments section. Culprit number 3, that's quarterback Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones is a polarizing figure here with the New York Giants. No doubt about it. Some fans love him. Some fans can't stand him. Me, I'm kind of in the middle. Do I think he's a franchise quarterback? No. I'm going to say no right now. Maybe that changes. Maybe next year he changes my mind. I'm up and down on Daniel Jones all the damn time, okay? But right now I look at it and I don't think that he's a franchise quarterback. Is that for lack of effort? No. I like Daniel Jones. I think Daniel Jones is a good kid. There's no doubt about it. I don't think it's for lack of effort. I don't think it's for lack of trying. I don't even think it's for lack of skill set. I think Daniel Jones' skill set's great. But you know what? Sometimes you're running as fast as you can and you try to hit another gear and it's just not there. Sometimes you just are what you are. And while Daniel Jones has a really nice skill set, we're talking year 3 here, guys, and he's still making the same rookie mistakes. He still goes through his progressions. If he goes through them at all, he goes through them a little bit too slowly. He has a hard time getting a grasp of the defense and the offense. He just doesn't make decisions at the snap of a finger. I think sometimes he's thinking a little bit too much back there, and by the time he decides what he wants to do, it's too late. Sometimes I feel like maybe Daniel Jones does have an opportunity to go deep down the field, and instead he throws a check down or he throws one of those 4-yard passes. I can't stand it. Again, if this is Daniel Jones or Jason Garrett, I hate those passes, those 4-yard slants in coverage. It's such a low reward, high-risk pass when you're throwing in a tight coverage 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage with a bunch of defensive players all around it. I just don't understand that. Those are the interceptions that drive me crazy, and I just never understood that play. Is that Daniel Jones? Is that Jason Garrett? So again, I mean, Daniel Jones is a quarterback of this team. I know there's some people that will defend this guy till the day they die, till their death. They don't want to have Daniel Jones shoulder any blame. They want to blame Garrett. They want to blame Judge. They want to blame whatever else. And maybe a couple things they want to blame are coming up here on this list. But the fact of the matter is, you have to give Daniel Jones some blame. Is he the main culprit? Maybe he's not, okay? But he's the quarterback of this team, and he does need to shoulder some of the blame for the ineptitude of the offense, especially inside the red zone. Listen, that's the position, man. That is the nature of the beast. The quarterback gets all the blame, and they get all the glory. So how much of it is Daniel Jones? Is he the main reason why the New York Giants offense can't get out of their own way? Culprit number 4, offensive line. The offensive line's been, well, offensive. That has to do with Dave Gettleman, who's not on my list. But obviously, coming into the season, the New York Giants offensive line was the biggest question mark. Even when they were healthy, it was the biggest question mark coming in. Can they protect Daniel Jones? Can they run the ball? You know, and how much, and again, you can go back to Daniel Jones, you could go back to Jason Garrett, but how creative can Jason Garrett be if the offensive line can't block? How many times can Daniel Jones actually throw the ball deep down the field if he's taking a 5 or 7 step drop, and by the time he hits his back foot, he's getting leveled? So again, the offensive line has been really, really bad. Now, is Daniel Jones pressured every single play? No. But the fact of the matter is, the New York Giants offense is rated one of the worst in the league, if not the worst. It continues to be a Swiss cheese offense, and it's hard to have Jason Garrett be creative when you can't block, and it's hard for Daniel Jones to have any kind of confidence when the offensive line can't protect him. And maybe in the back of his head, he's thinking, my God, I'm going to get hit. Maybe he throws the ball a little bit more before he wants to. Maybe he does get happy feet in the pocket, and that's why he starts patting the ball the way he does, because he's nervous, because the clock's going off in his head saying, my God, I'm going to get hit. So again, the offensive line has been an absolute disgrace for the New York Giants. They did look like they ran blocked a little bit better against the Raiders, which maybe that's a good thing. Maybe they're going to figure it out. So who knows? But Dave, we haven't had Andrew Thomas, so that's also a factor. But Dave Gettleman did not fix this offensive line whatsoever. We knew going into the season it was going to be a problem. It has reared its ugly head the entire season. So again, it's hard for Daniel Jones to have confidence. It's hard for Jason Garrett to call plays. It's hard for Joe Judge to also go over a game plan and go, yeah, I believe that this offensive line can protect Daniel Jones for 4 to 5 seconds, or at least a consistent 3 seconds, where he can step up in the pocket and deliver a good ball to one of the wide receivers. Again, how much of it is the offensive line? Are they the main culprit as to why the New York Giants offense has struggled? Number 5, and the final one for me, is the injuries. There is no doubt the injuries have piled up on the New York Giants this season. When you went into the year, you looked at Kenny Golladay. They drafted Kadarius Toney, who was a shifty slot receiver. You got your number 1 receiver outside. They brought back Darius Slayton, Evan Ingram, Sterling Shepard, healthy Saquon Barkley, Andrew Thomas, Nick Gates. The offensive line would have been better. Then we not have the injuries. Also, you lost Shane Lemieux. So a lot of injuries pile up. We also lost Dante Pettis. We lost C.J. Board. The injuries continue to pile and pile and pile up on the offense. if the offense was completely healthy. In the first 3 games of the season, the offense was relatively healthy, and they still did struggle. But much like last year, it took the Giants a little while to get going, and maybe had all these guys been healthy, maybe the offense would have turned a corner by now. But Saquon Barkley's been hurt. Sterling Shepard's been hurt. Evan Enger's been hurt. Kenny Galladay's been hurt. Kadarius Toney's been hurt. Andrew Thomas been hurt. Nick Gates is out for the season. Shane Lemieux's been hurt. I mean, the offense, there's no doubt about it. I don't like to make excuses. I'm not an excuse guy. I'm a guy that says next man up. But there is no way, if you're looking at this realistically, that you can sit there and go, well, the injuries don't play a part in what the hell is going on there. Because while we get some guys back, then we lose some guys. And we get some guys back, then we lose some guys. It'd be nice if all of these guys played all 9 games in the first half of the season. Maybe the offense would have got it going. Maybe the offense would have beat Kansas City, who is not a great defensive team. Maybe they would have, well, Atlanta, they were pretty much healthy. But like I said, maybe they would have beat Kansas City. You know, had they had all their weapons and had they played together the entire season. So again, injuries are a major part as to why the Giants offense has struggled, in my opinion. But are the injuries the main reason that the New York Giants offense averages less than 20 points a game? Obviously, all 5 of these reasons have a part in why the Giants offense has been bad. If you have another reason, of course, let me know in the comment section and let me know who you think the main culprit is. Is it Joe Judge? Is it Jason Garrett? Is it Daniel Jones, the O-line, or is it the injuries? Let me know who you think the main culprit is. And, of course, we hope, as Giants fans, we do look like we're going to get healthier. Kenny Galladay's healthy. Saquon Barkley should be good to go for Tampa. Kadarius Toney should be good to go for Tampa. Andrew Thomas, hopefully, is good to go for Tampa. So hopefully, most of these guys are back, and maybe the offense will start to get it together. That's all we can hope. The defense seems like it's turned a corner. It seems like the last few games, the defense has done what it was doing last year. It's not dominant, but it's keeping us in the game. And if the defense can get some help from the offense, maybe the Giants can go on a bit of a run. They definitely have a very tough competition in Tampa. Tampa's kind of struggled in the last couple of games. It kind of gives you confidence as a Giants fan that, hey, maybe they were in a bad spot last year at this time when we played them. We had a chance to beat them last year. We didn't do it, but they weren't playing well. They started to really find their stride at the end of the season. Maybe they're going through that little lull. Maybe we can steal a game. Maybe the offense gets going here in the second half to go with the defense, and maybe we do start winning a few games. Maybe we can get to 500. We get past Tampa. I think the Eagles are beatable. The Eagles look very good yesterday. Miami, I think they're beatable too. I think we can get to 6-6, but only time will tell. Hopefully, this offense figures it out, and we don't need to play this blame game anymore in the second half of the season. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys and girls. Again, let me know what you think down in the comment section. If you made it this far, thank you so much. Please like, please subscribe. I'll see you later tonight. Bad Diggity Dizzle, gone. Peace.